Hello, my beautiful friends. This is Natalie, and today, this is Natalie, and today is, what day is it actually? I know it's Thursday, and let me look up the date. I think it's August 30th. I don't know what date it is. Oh, it's August 29th. Okay. Do you know what date it is? I haven't checked in a while. Um, what a time. What a time right now, huh? So, okay, I invite myself to stop using so as a way to start the story, a way to start speaking. The moon is sitting right on my moon, let me say that. The Cancer moon at 16 degrees of Cancer sitting on my Cancer moon at 17 degrees of Cancer. So I'm having a lunar return today. Usually when the moon's in Cancer, I don't feel particularly great. However, I will let you know, I think maybe it's the Virgo sun with all of the mercurial Virgo energy that is, I feel very energized, which is surprising me. And also, I like slept like only 3 hours last night, which is not particularly great for me, and I invite myself to go to bed earlier tonight. Mercury is direct, and that has been a very bizarre Mercury retrograde, I will say. Um, 2 days ago, I drove out to Phoenixville and I parked the car. And then when I went to turn the car back on, it wouldn't start. And luckily, I had invited myself to remember to stay soft and supple with my plans. So because I know the weather forecast of the astrology, knowing that can be very, very helpful. So I invite you again to remember to, if you can, stay soft and supple at this time because what else is happening? And and, and so I was able to switch a client around. I had a client, I changed that appointment. I had brought my medication with me, so I was able to sleep where I was, and the person was like, "Yes, you can sleep over," which was really nice because it was late and I didn't want to call AAA at that hour. And staying soft and supple meant that when the tow truck, they told me that the tow truck would be arriving at 1 p.m. and then it arrived within 30 minutes. I was naked. I'm like, oh, hi. I put my clothes on and then also staying soft and supple meant the first tow truck was not the correct one, like to be able to help us. And so it turned into the second he called a different tow truck to replace the battery and the car's working great. Then I my bike the tires were flat in the first bike shop I go to. They can't take me even though they had said they could on the phone. This is all Mercury stationing stuff. And then I go to another bike shop and they take me right away and they want my license to put me into the system and I can't even, my license is gone. I don't know where it is. It's vanished into the portal of Mercury retrograde. So this is a lot of stuff. If I had been very attached to the schedule going a certain way, I could have felt very, very upset and my nervous system could have really become quite dysregulated. And instead, I was like, okay, I can bear it. This is perfectly ordinary. This is very ordinary and no one's dying because of these shifts and changes in my schedule. So can you allow some of that in during this time? Venus just entered Libra. Wow. Okay. Hi, Venus in Libra. That actually just happened like probably this morning. I missed that. There's so much astrology. There's so much astrology happening right now that it is really not particularly easy to keep it straight. Like, what is here's some major things to keep in mind as we move into the end of August into September. On September First, we are having, I have to get a nail file, so I'm going to do that while I'm here. I think that my microphone will yeah, it will it will reach. We are having two incredibly, I'm going to use the word exciting transits happening on September 1st, and we're feeling them now. The exciting transits are Uranus stationing at 27 degrees of Taurus. So if you have any planets at 27 degrees of Taurus, you will, at 27 degrees of any sign actually, you will feel this. We have Pluto on September 1st, also retrograding back into Capricorn for the last time in any of our lifetimes, unless some of you live longer than like 240 years, 230, 240 years, which you might. I don't know. We don't know what we don't know. We don't know that there might be people out there who have been living for like 300 years. We don't know. This is so with all this energy of it is not a stable energy. It is destabilizing. It is meant to be destabilizing. It is meant to shake us up. It is meant to wake us up. It's not meant to, it's just, it has the potential to. So for me, it's, I'm, I'm waking up to all of the things that I have been taught and told about what it's like to be human on this planet, what I've learned in school, in society, that perhaps I can question. Like, is this the only way to do things? Maybe there are other ways that we simply haven't been told because it is much easier to keep, I'll speak for myself, to keep me under control if I think there's a certain way things have to go and things have to be. So when I start questioning those, this is the way it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to wear white after Labor Day. You're not supposed to um, brush your teeth while driving. You're not supposed to question everything that I'm told by the media. When I start questioning all those, it can feel very destabilizing. And it also comes with a sense of soaring freedom, which for me is Uranus and Taurus. It's like this fixed energy that has been so we are this way kind of energy is being asked to shake up, quake up. We are being invited, and I do honor that this is not particularly easy. And it's also, how do we do this and also still invite ourselves to care for our most basic needs while we're in the earthquake, while we're in the destruction, while we're in the deconstruction. Rick Levine calls the Plutonian movements deconstruction. It's not destruction, it's deconstruction and then reconstruction. Pluto. So there's a lot of deconstruction happening of the way the systems and structures are, and in Capricorn realms, which are politics, which are government, which are institutions, and where can I invite myself to step into some sense of sovereignty, because can be my own inner authority. What does that look like? How can I access my inner authority? And for me, what is, as a personal share, my planet of authority, Saturn, that's a planet of authority for all of us. And if you want to know where your Saturn is, you can reach out to me. We can have a session. I'm going to have openings this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So if you'd like to work with me Saturday and or Sunday, please reach out, and I'm going to I'll write this all over as well. Yeah, I will and even Monday. Oh, that's nice. I can work Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Um, my planet Saturn is in the sign of Taurus, and Taurus can be singing, can be the voice. Taurus can also be finances and what we value. And one of the things that Anne Orderly, who's another astrologer whom I love, suggests is that we do our Saturn. It's really helpful to do our Saturn. That's our work. So my work is in Taurus, and I've already been doing the singing. Now, what would it be like for me to incorporate the idea of what is my work around finances, around money? And I have never in this lifetime looked at that. It has not been something I've looked at. I have buried my head in the sand around it. And now I am feeling with Saturn for all of us in the sign of Pisces, sitting on my sun, and also in a very lovely conversation with my natal Saturn, my Saturn at 17 degrees of Taurus, I am having an invitation and an energy for stepping into knowledge and authority and me as the student and possibly being the teacher around finances in the feminine sign of Taurus, which is ruled by Venus, which is me having a sense of worthiness and a sense of worth about myself. So that's how it's showing up for me. If you wanted to know how it's showing up for you, we could look at that in a session. I do have one spot open to work with me for 30 days in a container format. It is so wonderful. I love working with people this way. And it is $1,221. I have started to very gently raise my prices for that, and it still turns into $40.70 per day to have me at your fingertips, at your earlobes for 30 days. So the people with whom I've been working are loving it. They're like, this is so amazing. I love it so much. We are co-creating so much magic. So I'm so happy to be with you. Thank you for trusting me as your astrologer or one of your astrologers. And I'm here and I am cheering you on. I'm rooting for you. I love you. Take good care.